Set. My mic is doing some crazy stuff, so I hope I'm recording right now, guys. If not, I'll just look at it as voice practice. The final four: James, Paul, Corey, and Nicole. And the HOH is true or false. Oh, and it goes through the HOH, and it gets down to the true or false. Paul has 5, Nicole has 5 right, 5 correct, and James only has 2. And then they go again. It gets down to, guess what? Paul? Oh yeah. Paul, the new HOH. Friendship, baby. Friendship. And that's where they left us on Tuesday night was, I guess, that's my notes changed from green to blue. And then it says Wednesday night. So here we go, rock and roll. Paul wins the HOH. Heck yeah. Then you got Paul starts to talk game strategy with James. And talking about breaking up the power showmans. And in my previous podcast, I was talking about, man, I hope that once Natalie was gone and James was kind of left in there, kind of out on the dinghy in the ocean away from the cruise of the other people enjoying the wine, that I thought that maybe this would be the time for him and Paul to team up, because Victor was out of there and that was Paul's last ride or die type deal. And although everyone had made separate deals with each other, we know that the connection between Corey and Nicole would have had to have gone to the final 2 between those two if they would have made it that far in the game. So they made a wise decision by. I'm not to that. Paul wins the HOH. Paul talks game strategy with James, and at this point right now, I'm hoping that James. And Paul decide to break up the power showmans, because you can say whatever you want about Nicole and Corey, but they did kind of do what they had to do to fly underneath the radar. They did. Maybe they're going to be a loving couple from now on. Maybe it's not going to be like what was it, Nicole and Hayden, that were they lasted a year or so, 9 months or a year after they got out of the Big Brother house. And let's see, Corey is from, oh goodness, that's right. He's from Dallas, Texas, and Nicole is from Michigan. Right? Yeah, so that's a little bit of distance there to cover, guys. Now, let's see. Unless Corey could be planning on going to MIT, but I doubt that. So heck yeah, Paul talks game strategy, and veto counts more this week than any other, right? Because with the number of people left in the house, you can only put up so many people, and so the power of veto really counts on who is going to go home. So Paul, come to find out, Paul nominates Corey and Nicole, and then they have to show us the jury house fight. And at this point in the game, we've got Bridget, Michelle, Paulie, Zakiya, Davon, and Natalie in the Big Brother house. And I didn't write Victor on there. And Victor. Okay, so there we go. 2, 4, 6, 7. That's right. Bridget, Michelle, Paulie, Zakiya, Davon, Natalie, and Victor are our jury members, guys. And those are the ones that are going to determine who actually gets the $500,000. And talking about who's getting some money, you can go and you can vote on who you want to win the $25,000. Michelle, Big Meech. I'm not trying to give you guys subliminal messages. You can vote on whoever you'd like, Michelle, to win the Michelle $25,000 Michelle dollars, Michelle. So go vote, Michelle, for whoever you would like to win the 25,000 Michelle dollars, Michelle. Okay? Big Meech. That's all. Use your best judgment. Vote on who you think Big Meech should win, Big Meech, the 25,000 Big Meech dollars. Okay, that's all, guys. Use your own judgment. Vote on whoever you want to. But somebody needs to get that 25 G's. And I guess that all along I thought that Michelle and Nicole had some sort of a connection because Michelle is a nutritionist and Nicole is from right around the same geographical area, and they're the same exact age. So I guess I was wrong about that. And it's not the first time, it won't be the last time that I'm wrong about something. The jury house fight of the jury house fight is that Dave Vaughn knew that they were on film. They're not just sitting around painting each other's toenails. So Dave Vaughn was going to get her time on camera, and like she always does, guys, Dave Vaughn definitely got to be on the show whenever she knew that camera's on. Don't bring up my daughter, punk ass bitch. And I'm quoting, all right, there. So my revamping to try to be in my show is only because I would like to reach a broader spectrum, and because I'm always trying to reinvent. Guys, if you got the kids in the car or whatever, maybe I'll talk in a little bit of code, or maybe I will not violently in the future, and that's just a little bit of a revamping that I've decided to do here, just like I said, to reach a broader spectrum, because I do, like I said, I appreciate you guys for tuning in all summer, and I will continue to bring you guys broadcasting as long as you guys keep tuning webs and keep on Robcasting. So go Dave Vaughn, she's going, and she starts like bully pushing. Her skirt starts flying up. She's getting all into Paulie's business. And then Dave Vaughn calls out Zakiya. And again, Dave Vaughn steals the scene. Touche, Mama Day. You got your time on the camera. And she enjoyed every single minute of it. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. She might not make it in Hollywood because I think she'd be a little bit too hard to work with. As far as trying to, I don't know. Maybe not, guys. Like I said, I've been wrong before. But we're down to the final four. We're down to Paul, Corey, Nicole, and James. Victor's juror number 7. The POV comp is to cover your bases. Paul wins the POV, does not use the POV. Corey and Nicole are on. What am I doing here, guys? Paul nominates Corey and Nicole. That's right. Paul nominates Corey and Nicole. We know Paul, Corey, Nicole, and James are the final 4. So right now is the power of veto comp. It's cover your bases. Rock and roll, guys. Paul comes through in the pinch again, and he wins the POV. So you got to give it to him, man. He's flipped the switch. I mean, whenever it's come down to being on the block so many times and not being voted out and being able to talk your game to so many different people in so many different situations, you've got to give the man credit. And I'm saying right now that he's got to be my favorite to win at this point over Nicole, definitely. I really, really, really like James. I think James already won in the house because I honestly, truly believe that he and Natalie will end up getting married and living happily ever after. I think that's just a feeling that I get from the way that they act in the house and the way that I've seen other people act in the house. And it's kind of like how you would act with someone. It's not a normal situation, guys. It's not something, I don't know. You ever been to a church lock-in or to summer camp? and you meet people there, and you may never see them again. You don't know, but it's not like you make definitely some tight bonds there. They've been in the house for over 3 months. They've been in there for 96 days, 97 days or something like that. So you got to give them all credit for, packing up and leaving their houses and going out there to the hills of the Hollywood, and man, giving it their all. Well, I'm sitting here Robcasting about it, and they're in the house. So give them mad respect. Hey, and put in your videotape. You could be in there next summer. I'd love to see you in there, man. Let me know. Let me know you're sending that tape in. I'll inspire you to do it. I'll give you any kind of tips I can help with. I mean, we can talk game, we can talk strategy, but you could be in there next summer. All you've got to do, send them a videotape, send them a video of your thing. Go to the CBS website, go to cbs.com, and fill out your application right there. Boom! And let me know what's up with that. I'll encourage you to do that all day long, all night long right now, because it's 4:36 a.m. So yeah, you text me 979-331-5193, and that is the Robcast text line. And let me know that you're going to put in your app for Big Brother. I want to see how many people I can actually inspire to go into the house, man. You can do it. They need more interesting characters in there, More spontaneous conversation. We need more Pauls and less... Well, I'm not going to call anybody out on that one, because everyone really did a good job of bringing their character out. I mean, even Jose, out of the gate, I was like... I mean, I can understand the lifestyle and all that kind of stuff and everything. But whenever it came to being the Messiah and all that kind of stuff, you got to give the kid credit. And he definitely plays it up to the camera. And it seems like he's still partying on the Big Brother budget right now as hard as he can. So cover your bases. Paul wins the power of veto. He decides not to use the power of veto. With Corey and Nicole on the block. Boo Rockashow. Corey, the final 3. And the final 3. Got down to the final 3, guys. Corey's the 8th jury member now. Corey's on the jury, and we know as undercover on-hands trainer. His undercover on-hands, what would you call that? Cleanly. His operator. His undercover on-hands operator, that's who Corey's going to vote for. So Corey's now a jury member. James, Paul, and Nicole now are in the final 3, baby. Booyah! That's in my notes. Booyah is in my notes, and that happens to go way back, and you know who that goes back to. Corey's surprised, though, Nicole, and that he would still be in the house somehow. I mean, he's saying that, I'm happy for Nicole, or he had some hope that he would still be in there, in that house, fighting. Now we're into the final 3. We'll talk just a little bit about day final 2. Day 92. We're down to the final 3. James, Nicole, and Paul. Well, Paul goes, he makes a final 2 deal. He makes a final 2 deal with Nicole. Right? Touché, Paul. You're trying to look out for the future, because we all know that now it's down to basically a 3-part HOH competition, where that's right. They win the first part of the competition, you automatically go to the third. The other 2 people battle it out in the second part of the competition. The winner of the third part of the competition becomes the head of household and gets to vote one of the other people out